The following is a statement from Manatee County Commission candidate Kevin Kyle Kaczynski-Von Oswald the 17th. Please turn your volume on.
Kevin Kyle got a call from his crew, like quick, grab a seat, gonna turn on the news. In Manatee, it's election season, and if you don't run, then it's downright treason. 3 KVO on a campaign, a man trying to see the gold through them big frames. He grind day in, day out, trying to make it up the flag. Offering this advice, just don't be an asshole. He going a distance, racking up mileage, ducking assholes in parking garages. While battling kids, they got nothing in common, just a name, but he gon' make it through the flames. It's the real KVO. The big 3 KVO. Said it's the real KVO. The big 3 KVO.
It's just plain common sense.
Ramen.
Yay!
Greetings and salutations. Manatee County is home to a seemingly infinite variety of communities. From each island city to Mayaka, Rabonia, Palmetto, East and West Manatee. We call this abundance of life diversity. But today it's vanishing at a rate never seen before in history.
Manatee County Commissioners give the nod to a mega condo complex near Bradenton.
That's right. It is called Aqua by the Bay.
Manatee County Commissioners are set to discuss development in East Manatee. A developer wants to build nearly 5,000 homes.
Homebuilder Neal Communities is already approved to build 706 homes here adjacent to Lake Manatee State Park. And this week, Manatee County Commissioners might ask the state to review a plan to let Neal build even more, up to 930 on this piece of farmland.
The evidence shows that unless immediate action is taken, the overdevelopment crisis has grave impacts for us all.
Look 20, 30 years down the road. What's this place going to look like? Is it going to be wall-to-wall concrete, or is there going to be some natural beauty left?
Scientists have linked the reduction of wetland setbacks to red tide.
I mean, it just blows my mind that we're here talking about reducing wetlands protection when we should be doing just the opposite.
Local governments have pleaded that recent legislation could eliminate home rule.
I'm most concerned with losing our charter. Our charter has protected us from the developers coming in and buying up the property and building high-rises.
Farmers have warned that development beyond the urban growth boundary line will choke water supplies.
What the county has recently approved is letting the developers pass the urban boundary line, aka the thing that stops urban sprawl.
The decisions made as we build our community are critical. You hear that? The storm is coming. I ask you to join me as we weather the storm with our story's protagonist, a little blue puppet, as he continues his mission to save Manatee County.
Ban the books. Ban the books. Ban the books.
Professor Oz, I want to run for county commission.
Greetings and salutations to you too, Kevin Kyle. Well, it seems that you have come to the right place.
Ramen.
I've picked out some books to learn yourself with. Yes. Let's see what books we have. This one is a Carlos Mencia classic, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is a great one about how Anthony Peppercini influenced the political voting district boundary lines, diluting minority votes. Learn about each of the 5 districts and the 2 at-large dwarfs. You'll want to pay close attention to each dwarf, as they represent the voters in each of their respective districts for important county decisions.
7 dwarfs? What are their names?
Well, you have creepy and smelly in districts 1 and 2.
It's time for a snack and a shit.
Selfish and sleazy in 3 and 4.
Mom, Mummy.
Hymns for when you feel inadequate.
And racist in 5. Then you have the at-large dwarfs.
Professor Oz, are they any better?
No, they're just as bad. District 6 is stupid. And District 7 is Uncle George.
He doesn't have a stupid name?
No, he's not as much of an asshole. I've also included the county's comprehensive plan and, you're really going to like this one. This one is my favorite. It's called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.
Snickerdoodle, oatmeal, chocolate chip.
Dude, they're not real cookies. It's a metaphor for the future development area boundary. You see, there's this line that people in a county called Sea Potato created. No, not quite like the conga line. These lines are created to prevent urban sprawl, which is the byproduct of unrestricted growth in urban areas with housing, commercial development, and extra-large roads. It's what happens when the mice, the mice keep taking all the cookies away from the community, and you leave the residents with shit sandwiches.
Oh, hell no!
Here's a few more, too. An old MacDonald had a farm. It ran out of water. You'll learn what happens to all the cookie farmers when they are forced to sell their property. In the Book of Revelations, you'll learn of the modern disadvantages and costs included with development beyond the future development boundary, such as increased travel time, transport costs, pollution, and destruction of the countryside. It's a really good contemporary piece about a dystopian society. It's second on the Bradenton Herald's best-selling list, only behind Angry Little Kevin's memoir titled, I Only Stepped Down as Chair to Draw the Attention Away from My Sunshine Ethics Violations.
Ooh, scary.
It is. It's really scary stuff. Well, there are plenty of things that you can still do. Be vocal, go to commission meetings, speak at public comment, write letters to the current commission. Hey, actually, Cousin Amanda with an R is about to give a town hall here in the library. Let's go check it out.
Were we talking on that all the time?
Oh, no. Well, this is the Amanda Ballard Town Hall. It was not actually canceled. And it was just folks here talking for a few minutes until we got confirmation that she wasn't coming.
We think it's the banning of free speech. The First Amendment protects material, presumptively.
So listen up, y'all, to what we say. We won't be banned in the USA.
America, this is not China, this is not Russia, this is not the place where they brought down the wall, this is America. We have the right to say what we want to say, we have the right to do what we want to do, and what I do in my house, you might not do in your house. So what I do in my house is my business, and the simple fact of it all is that we are bonded by the First Amendment. We have the freedom of expression, we have the freedom of choice, and you, Chinese, black, green, purple, Jew, you have the right to listen to whoever you want to, and even the Two Live Crew.
It's just plain common sense.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
A better life for you and me here in Manatee.
This is Sports Center. I'm your host, Auntie Misty. We have an interesting race shaping up in the Elephant Walk Baseball League District Finals. For more, let's go to Fieldside reporter Do the Do Reggie Reg down in District 1. Reggie, how are things shaping up?
Do the do, Reggie, do the do!
Hey, Reggie, wake the...
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. So, in District 1, we have a mountain of a matchup shaping up for the August 20th showdown between the Nickel Dicks, brought to you by Carlos Mencia. And the Bearded Clams of Mayaca City. The Nickel Dicks are led by pitcher DJ Snatcher, a.k.a. the No-Back Cowboy.
Bum, bum, bum.
With a record of 0-0 and having no experience in their current district. Snatcher will be up against 8th generation and resident badass Carol Felch and her band of Mayaca Gold. Ooh la la, this is shaping up to be one hell of a matchup. If you miss your cows, you'll want to catch this one. Now, back to you, Misty.
Oh, yes, Reggie. Do the do. Do the do. And now let's go to District 3 for the matchup between the Dingleberries athletic team, brought to you by Carlos Mencia, and the Virgin Bowties, brought to you by hashtag Save 59th Street. Let's go to the team's mascots, Angry Little Kevin and Batman. Hey guys, it looks like this has been an interesting matchup, with Angry Little Kevin alienating himself from the rest of his fan base. How do you think this strategy will impact the August 20th game?
Hey, Misty, have you seen my flyers? They've reached all of my fans at Lakewood Ranch. You know, Carlos-topia.
Oh yes, Kevin, we all heard how you paid for your voter data with taxpayer.
Hey!
I'm Batman!
Yes, Batman. Save the tortoises, save the tortoises. So now, Kevin, with Ricky Henderson's stolen base record in your reach, how do you think that plays into the game?
A wise man once told me the only thing you have to fear is fear itself. And Carlos Mencia cutting my funding. I've stolen first, home, and Bougainvillea. Ain't no base I can't steal. Cash money, baby.
Cash money, Kevin. Cash money. Well, thanks. This sure seems to be a good matchup, shaping up with developer funds backing the incumbent. And now to a message from our sponsors.
Now that's what I call Music Volume 90 has arrived, with Manatee County hits such as Smooth Criminal.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
And classics like
We're spread eating, more on mountain. Take me home, country roads.
and bangers like
Big paradise, put up a parking lot.
Contact your Manatee County Commissioner and let him know that you're tired of hearing his shit today.
My fellow Manatee County residents, do you want a moron mountain of a parking garage on Anna Maria Island? Do you want Manatee County to bend over for big developers? No lube? Do you want 59th Street turned into the Autobahn? Do you want to remove wetland buffers so that some guy named Carlos can build more?
Me neither. If you've answered no to any of these questions, join me in making a difference. Join me in getting this to a person that cares. Help me in getting this to Cletus.
You know, you guys saw the development. It's coming. 100% coming. It's all approved and on its way. But I know I plan on running the Freedom Factory as long as I can. We're not going down without a fight. We're here to ride it out. It's going to be like Yellowstone in this thing if they try to come for our land.
Paid for by the residents that can't stand James Satcher Foundation.
Welcome back, SportsCenter fans. I'm your host, Auntie Misty. And now to District 5 for the matchup between the McChickens with Extra Mac sauce brought to you by the American Navy and the Australians brought to you by China. The McChickens with Extra Mac sauce are led by American veteran and hero, attorney, doctor, and get this badass mother effer has an MBA. Let's give a round of applause for the one, the only Robert McCann.
You can do it! You can do it all night long!
Ha ha ha. Settle down now, Reggie. Settle down. Now Robert will be up against Gray Turner. Turner has no big league experience as his experience is in Australian rugby. The Canadian by way of Australia was not elected, but appointed by league president, Captain Don DeSantis. Turner will have his hands full as he battles an American treasure. For more, let's go to the field to Gray Turner. Hey, Gray.
The following is a Chinese shadow ban. I repeat, the following is a Chinese shadow ban. Gray Turner is not allowed to speak according to the Chinese shadow ban. And now back to your previously scheduled programming.
Yes, Gray. It sounds like you're in for one hell of a matchup. And now for a message from our sponsors.
Manatee County residents, do you care about your county? Do you want to preserve our community for future generations? Are you tired of looking at my bald ass head? If you answered yes, then please vote me out of office in August during the August 20th primary election. Ramen.
Swigger burger, 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 swerver, burger, swerver, burger, swerver, burger, swigger burger.
Yeah, this place is a shit show.
Don't be an asshole.
It's just plain common sense.
Paid for by the Coalition Against Nepotism, Corruption, and more importantly, we are tired at looking at angry little Kevin's ugly ass face.
Yeah, huh. Welcome back, SportsCenter fans. I'm your host, Auntie Misty. And now, to Auntie Riri for the District 7 matchup between the Swerver Burgers brought to you by... What did you say? And the Red Hot Poker Plants brought to you by Carlos Mencia.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, no.
Hey, Riri, the Red Hot Poker Plants. That's an interesting name. How did they come up with that?
Interesting that you ask, Misty. So the Red Hot Poker Plants get their name from the species of plant that developer Carlos Mencia has so beautifully placed in every single cookie-cutter community of his. This deer-resistant plant attracts hummingbirds, bees, and even extra marital affairs with your law enforcement captain.
Ah, I see. You gotta watch out for those plants. Sometimes they get so hot in this Florida weather that they make you want to take your tops off.
Hot and so hot and so hot and
I was like, good gracious, ass is bodacious. Haha, yes they do, Misty. Yes they do. For more on the matchup, let's go to April Coochie Breath, the star catcher for the poker plants. Hi, Miss Coochie Breath. How do you feel about the August 20th matchup with the Swerver Burgers? Uncle George has a large fan base. Aren't you worried that the crowd will influence the game? Now, Miss Coochie Breath, you were caught up in a couple base stealing scandals with your previous team. How has that suspension made you a better player? I see. So now, Miss Coochie Breath, do you feel that... Wait! What the... It appears we have a streaker. We're going to have to cut this interview short. Now back to you, Misty.
Ah, gotta love the streakers. It seems like people will do just about anything for their 15 minutes of fame. Well, Sports Center fans, that's all we got for tonight. Signing off for my colleagues Reggie Reg and Auntie Riri, I'm your host, Auntie Misty. Be better, Manatee.
Greetings and salutations, Manatee County residents. My name is Kevin Kyle Kaczynski-Von Oswald the 17th. As I have continued my crusade for Manatee County Commissioner at Large, it has come to my attention that some individuals have not taken well to my campaign material. And to that I say,
that's a joke. That's a joke. Ha ha ha. They getting roast. Ha ha ha. That's a joke. That's a joke. Ha ha ha. What a joke.
oh, and our county commission sucks too. Ramen.
That's our show. Join us tomorrow night at 11. Here it is. Your moment is end.
So I do have to eat, drink, and use the restroom quite regularly.